Hey YouTube, how's it going? Chaos Emperor Dragons here, bringing you an updated Rokket Dragon Link profile for the new Master Rule and incorporating some cards from Dual Overload. So you've probably seen quite a lot of the deck before. I did a combo video a few days ago to show you how you can include the new Christian, how Cleave facts into the combo, and just how far that could extend. And there was quite a bit of interest in seeing the actual deck profile, so I'm going to bring it to you. I'm not going to go too in depth because a lot of it you've seen before, but I will talk about sort of the new cards that I've added in. So we'll go through the main deck first, but as I said, no real big surprises. So started off with a 3 Rokket Tracer, easily one of the best cards in your deck, and the fact that it's a tuner kind of makes it a bit easier to go in Christian. And then next we've got 2 Silver Rokket, 2 Magna Rokket. The updated cards are actually 2 Rokket Synchrons. So these are your targets for Christian or Needle Fiber basically when you summon it, and it just helps extend further, which is quite cool. And then your last Rokket is the Rokket Recharger, which is so good. Love using this effect when you can get Striker Dragon to destroy itself, then you can activate this effect in your hand and basically summon out a different dragon, which is really good. And then going on from there, the next sort of change is 3 Avarice Dragon. I had it at 2 before. I've bumped up to 3 because you really kind of want to see it in your hand and you don't want to really dump it with Dragon's Ravine or something like that. Like, you really want it in your hand to help you extend, and that's what will help create the full board. If you don't have it in your hand, you can still create kind of this old boards that we were doing before, but yeah, it's just something you really want to see in your hand. And then to carry on the monsters, we've still got the 3 Starlage Seafoot, and then the 1 White Dragon and the 1 Black Dragon to carry on. And then for your like one-offs, but your main plays is Red Eyes, Darkness Metal Dragon. I know an errata is coming for this card, but at the moment it's not here. It's not actually been announced for the TCG in time-wise. So this is still very playable and you still get to abuse its effect. Obviously, we know it changes coming, but for now this works. And when that change comes in, we will look at how we can change the combos. 1 Black Metal Dragon, 1 Chaos Dragon Lemonade. Obviously, apologies if you hear me sniffing. I've got hay fever. It's just that time of year. Nothing you can do about it. 1 Omi Dragon Brotar, 1 Kikamaru Drago, 1 Phantasme, and then for hand traps, I've got 2 DD Crows. So that's the monster lineup. As I said, no real change from what's been going on before. The 2 Rokket Synchrons and the Avarice Dragon, and obviously we've lost Destrudo. Doesn't hurt the deck too much because the main combo never relied on it. Cool, so that's it for the monsters. If we were to highlight any real monsters, is part of the combo is actually relying on summoning out Brotar 3 Hemispheres, and that's mainly because it's a level 1. But there's a way to get around that, and I can explain that in another combo video, but let me down in the comment section below if that's something your guys are interested in seeing. So moving on to the spells. No real big changes here, but just to go through them. 3 Quick Launch, still one of the best cards in this deck. 2 Boot Sector Launch, and one of your best revival cards. Like, if you can, try not to pop it in your turn 1 combo, because if somewhere your opponent clears the board and that remains, it's amazing because you get to bring back a lot of cards and the opponent just doesn't see it coming most of the time. 2 World Legacy Guard Dragon, and then one of the new changes is 2 Pot of Avarice. You do go for your extra deck really quickly in this deck, and even on turn 1 it's pretty much live, so it's a good way to dig into your deck a bit deeper and replenishes your resources in the extra deck as well, which is really good. And then sort of your 2 Foolish Burial, so 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Dragon Shrine, And then we've got the 2 Cosmic Cyclone, and then the 1 Monster Reborn. And that's it for the main deck. As I said, so the only real changes is the 2 Pot of Avarice. It's such a good card in this deck. And as I said, you go through your extra deck really quickly, so it's just a really good way to replenish your cards. Cool, so moving on to the extra deck. The extra deck for this deck is actually really tight, and it's really hard to kind of take out stuff. So what I'll do is I'll show you the extra deck, and then I'll kind of show you what goes for the combos. So you've got 3 Striker Dragon, 1 LP, 1 Pisty, and that's your link 1s. And for your link 2s, you've got a Heavenly Spheres, a Delingerous Dragon, Quad Borrow Dragon, Crystal on Hallyu Feedbacks, a Triple Best for your link 3, and then for your link 4s, you've got 1 Unchained Abomination and 1 Borrowsoul Dragon. And then for your synchros, you got 1 your Borrowload Savage Dragon. And then the new cards are Shooting Riser Dragon, 1 Side-Frame Lord Omega. So that's the extra deck. And like the Omega is a bit of a cheese. It's just more like if I finished the board and I had a Christian left, it was kind of like, well, what card did I want to bring out? And it's either a Shooting Riser or a Formula Synchron card that you can do, which will give you an extra draw. But I just chose to go Shooting Riser Dragon because it does allow you to send a card from your deck to the graveyard to reduce its level. Obviously, it's got to be lower than the level it is, so which can be quite useful. So, you know, if you want to go into your Mega, this is a 7, and with Spheres, Heavy Sphere, sorry, if you use this effect, bounce, bring out the Brotar, use Brotar's effect, and which will allow you to add a Chaos Dragon Eliminator to your hand, or wherever you need. Then with these 2, obviously both in your field, you'll be able to synchro summon using Shooting Riser's effect and bring out Omega. So that was kind of the cheese I was going for. Obviously there's other cards you could use, but that's just the ones I end up going with. That's the deck. Been play testing it. Obviously stuff's on quarantine, so it's a bit hard to play test, you know, normally as you would at locals and stuff. But, you know, I've been playing a few friends over FaceTime on the phone, which actually kind of works. But yeah, that's the deck so far. Obviously, it could still change as it's going on. And with the new cards from Eternity Code, which has just come out. But yeah, still a really good deck. Still a tier 1 deck as well, with a lot of interruptions. The next deck I'll probably work on is the Adamantia. Just because it's just a massive combo deck that has a lot of recursion and just can pull out some massive boards. So it's probably the next deck I'm going to work on. But hope you like this video. Let me down in the comment sections what you liked or what you think could be improved. And see you next time.